Today I am going to be attending a cool event that some people in Dallas are throwing for all of the Grammy winners. It's so crazy because it's like I think 10 people who won this year alone, which is like, what? So I get to meet a lot of people that I don't even know. I'm about to go get my nails done, my toes really. Then I'm gonna come back, figure out what to wear for a little mini shoot I'm gonna have when I get my makeup done, and then come back, get dressed, and then we gonna hit the thing.
Damn, son.
I'm not really sure what to expect when I get here, but I do expect to have a little fun. I'm going to see a bunch of people I haven't seen in a while, see a bunch of people I've never met before that I've been wanting to meet, so it should be lit.
History runs deep. Blues and jazz and soul and funk and country and rock. And I'm so happy to be amongst the honorees this year. I know what we got in Dallas, and let's keep it sacred, let's keep it creative, let's keep it authentic. Yeah.
Y'all, that was such a nice event. It was so nice to just show love in that way. Shout out to Lonestarr Productions and all the people who helped put that together. They said that they didn't make any money off of it. They just wanted to celebrate us. And that almost makes me want to cry. Like, that's so nice. So really big shout out to you guys. I really appreciate that. It was really, really wonderful. Like, seriously. In the last video that I posted on this channel, first off, I have to say thank you guys so much for the love on that. I was not expecting to get the response that I got. I just genuinely was putting out the content that I happened to capture, and I can't make stuff like that up. That was something that I couldn't have orchestrated myself. That was a lot of divine play in that. So thank you guys so much for the love on that. Like, I'm still in shock. I'm still adjusting to life a bit. This moment has really been a game changer for me in a lot of ways. I wasn't expecting to be crying on the internet once again, but you know what? It was genuine. It was so hard to even edit that video, y'all. I can't watch it anymore. Like, it's really like a lot. It's really a lot. So seriously, thank you guys so much for the love on that. In that video though, I did kind of lie to y'all. I said that beat was like 2 years old. Turns out when I did my research, because I also said that I wanted to kind of replay the day that we made this beat together. And in that process, I was just kind of doing a little research, like, when was this? When did I get this beat from him? When did he even tell me that it was placed on her album? Found out that we actually made this beat in 2021. So it was 4 years old, pretty much. I'm gonna show the screenshots, but that is crazy. Like, what? Like, to get a placement in general on something that was done 4 years ago, like, that's just insane, you know? So it just goes to show, like, you just never know. Everything matters. If it's good, if it's timeless, you never know. When I was replaying the day that we made this in my head, I remembered that we actually was making this beat for A$AP Rocky. So that's what we had in mind to do that day. I remember we did like the first version of it and they were like, speed it up. We ended up speeding it up. And clearly, A$AP didn't use it. But I'm not mad. Sometimes the placements you want ain't the placements you want, if you know what I mean. The fact that it got to Doechii and she did what she did with it, it wouldn't have been this. No shade, but I'm so grateful that A$AP didn't pick it, because, you know. Okay, so now let's get into the actual production. The one thing I really remember specifically was we were kind of making beats already that day, and I want to say we were like tapped out at that point. I was just like kind of clicking on loops, just going through stuff with no real purpose, and I just so happened to come across this cymatics kit, and the first thing I clicked, I kid you not, y'all, I swear to Bob, was this loop. I'm gonna play it. And then when I played it, Miles was like, ooh. And when Miles was like, ooh, you gotta see it. I'm like, all right, so I load that up. Then we go and find the drums over here in LONESTARRMUZIK. Shout out to LONESTARRMUZIK. He also won a Grammy this year for Rhapsody and Erykah Badu's song 3 AM. I use his drums all the time. So I'm no gatekeeper, so I got the link to his kit in the description if y'all wanna buy them Grammy winning drums, okay? So we find this loop. So on top of the Lonestarr drums, we have these drums. Before I really get into this though, I gotta be honest. When I first opened this beat up and I saw how it was put together, I was just like, this is crazy how simple this beat was put together, how fast, like everything just kind of like came together perfectly, but it wasn't like overdoing it at all. So I added this 808 in, and when I tell you it's just a little, and that's literally the only low end on that part of the song. I went to see what this arcade was, but it doesn't look like it's in the database anymore. And arcade, come on, do better. So then Miles had these vocals. He ended up reversing and then like chopping up, or like we kind of just made one loop, two, and then it came out sounding like this. And y'all, that's pretty much it. That was all done in this section of the beat of the song, actually. And then we have this subway sound here because it's like, I guess it was because it was like A$AP Rocky and like he's from New York, you know, so. I don't think this made it into the Doechii song, but it's just funny that it's there. But this was how it sounded before I put a plug-in on it that I'm gonna get to in a second. Some of y'all might not recognize it fully yet because I put gross beat on the master. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't gatekeep. I'm gonna show y'all where the alligator bite swing kind of came from. So I put gross beat and this slow triplet effect right here on a lot of the masters of my beats, right? Now, sometimes I put it on the master of a beat and it sounds terrible. Nope. And it's just like, never. Don't, just forget I tried that. But there's other times where it's like literal magic. And this is one of those times. This is one of those times where you put it on there and you cannot go back to how it originally sounded. So I'm gonna play it before, once again. And this is how it sounds after gross beat. Slow triplet was placed on the master track. Honestly though, both ways sound really good, so I think that she would have liked the beat regardless, but it does just give it a little bit of a different swing, and I love that. I love that when I hear it, I hear that. I'm like, oh my God. So Miles took it from here and gave it to Cal Banks, and then when I got the song back, I'm hearing chord changes. I'm hearing that little bass line that doom, 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 doom. They got it and took it to the next level. I remember when I first heard it, I was just like, bro, this is just so artistic. This is just so free. You can just tell she just felt free. Cause the song title at first was Dance With Me. I'm sorry, I'm just putting the business out there, but that's how I knew the song up until the actual album came out and we learned that it was changed to Alligator Bites Never Heal, which is still crazy to think about. But although like they took it and made it what it was, it still was just so simple. It still wasn't like a lot going on. I feel like a lot of the production on that product was that way. It didn't need much. She came in and she colored it in a way that nobody would have did it like this. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just still so grateful to be a part of this, to be a part of history. This past month since the Grammys has happened, my life has like changed a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's been kind of crazy. The response and the demand for work, it's been a blessing. It's been nothing but a blessing. The support that I'm getting from you guys, the comments on that last video, I really appreciate all of the love, all of the people who took time to say something to me and encourage me and congratulate me. Sheesh. I'm not finna keep crying on the internet though, so I'm finna get up out of here. I hope you guys continue to stay tuned to my journey. It just motivated me to keep going and keep pushing. Just keep doing those things and the rest is gonna work out. I appreciate all of the new subscribers. I'm really excited to continue sharing my journey. It's been a really, really interesting journey. I really still feel like I'm just getting started with putting myself out there more and just doing things and trying new things and just seeing what happens. I'm so grateful that you are here and that you're tuned in. Just any takeaway is just like the beats that I've made, that I've done from top to bottom and had 50 sounds in it, you don't always need that. That's one of the things I'm taking away from this too. It's just like whatever it takes to make the record what it has to be. Whether you gotta go get loops, whether you gotta go and get a guitar player in person, whether you gotta like find a baby screaming, like whatever it takes, how you create something that actually connects with people, does not matter how it's made. It don't matter. As long as it sound good, that's the point. Okay? All right. Keep on streaming. Alligator Bites Never Heal, y'all. Until next time.